Today I am touring large homes on 1+ acre. There's even a 13-acre lot, and I'll show you where that's at and give a little bit an idea of where we are later on. But first, I wanted to show you this builder's model. And this builder, their name is Our Country Homes, but they are a custom builder, so don't worry, it's not gonna be too country. They just build Texas-size homes. Let's take a look. I'll show you on the screen what the front looks like, but I wanna go in through this little door by the 3-car garage. So let's take a look. Like I said, we got a 3-car garage, 1 here, 2 here. Then they have this beautiful little entryway here. So if you're a guest that like to come not through the front door, this is a great option for them. But also you come in this way as well through your 3-car garage. It's a little dark in here, but you also have this storage. You got storage back there. Once again, this is a custom builder, so they're gonna have all those little features that you actually want in a house. They'll do it for you. You got a closet and a little mudroom area. Now this is their model, so this is gonna be everything standard. Custom homes are a little bit of a different animal than what we typically do on this channel. They do price per square feet, and then the lot, and then any additional upgrades or changes after that. But what I'm showing you here in the model is gonna be your standard finishes. So if you like what you see here, then that price per square foot plus the lot premium is about what you're gonna pay. You got a nice wide open kitchen. All the little features well thought out, including a large pantry with a window. If you have a window in your pantry, just look how much space that is. And you know, of course, I'm gonna walk around, just show you how small I look in this area. Beautiful vent. And for all your close friends, we got a room coming up over here that I think you're gonna love. But first, let's give you an idea just how big this main area is. All right, take a look at just how big this room is. I'm gonna zigzag through a little bit so you get an idea of not just how deep it is, but how wide. You know, deep and wide. So much room. Not to mention the high ceilings, which I'll give you a little bit better of a view of that here coming up. Like I said, I wanted to show you these extremely high ceilings. Even got a beam up there. Give you an idea of that angle. All right, so here's the room I was talking about. Not the bathroom. Definitely need a bathroom right off the entertainment area. But here is the second indoor entertainment area. Isn't that nice? So maybe not a media room, but just a comfortable second living room. I just think that's a great idea. And then this is going to be one of the secondary bedrooms. And this is a custom builder, so no tiny closets here. Did you even know they made curtains that big? This is me at my height, which we know is like 6'4". But look, huge curtains. That's probably 9, 10 feet. I don't know, past 8, it just seems huge. All right, so walking out, you got people hanging out over here. At least 30, 40 people hanging out over here. And then on the month and a half of the year that it's not too terrible outside, you got a beautiful patio with trees. So many of these houses have trees in the back of them. If you're looking for privacy and acreage and a beautiful location, this is a good spot for you. We already showed you this room, so we're moving on to the master bedroom, which has a surprise that I know you'll love. Take it in. High ceilings, everything. Windows. There's your seating area. Enjoy coffee looking out the window. And like I said, these are standard finishes. So if you like what you see here, you can get this. Toilet area, even has a window. Giant shower. Like, that bathtub's huge, but it could fit in the shower. There you go, you're in the shower with me. You're still in the shower, still in the shower. Isn't this thing huge? So walking up, you got a giant closet with the mirror. That's awesome. Racks on racks on racks. That refers to a closet, right? That's what that saying is. See that opening? That's one of my favorite features. Not only is it additional closet space, but this is gonna be your laundry with cabinets and sink, and then laundry supplies here. All right, we are towards the front. This is gonna be another secondary bedroom with the bathroom. And this is actually a Jack and Jill, but everyone gets their own closet and vanity. They share the bathroom and shower area. Once again, 10-foot tall curtains. Another vanity, another closet. Sorry, lots of doors. Then this is that front room, which has a window, pretty much mirrored to that room we just saw. Then going down the hallway a little bit, all we have left to look at is going to be another storage closet here. So all we have left is the office, which is beautiful. Pretty simple, but high ceilings, double doors. Everything is just that chef kiss, you know. Here's that main area one more time. I would like other options for the TV, but if I had to settle for this, you know, I think I could settle. All right, so moving on, we are gonna go check out 2 of their inventory homes that are huge and beautiful. And I'll show you some drone footage of the lots that are available. So let's take a look. Enchanted Creek in Lucas, Texas is located off of Lake Lavon, right where it meets Parker and St. Paul. This is the northeast side of Dallas, about 22 minutes away from McKinney. All right, everyone, we are here at the spec homes. Now, these 2 are already sold, but just kind of gives you an idea of some of the things that they can do. This first one we're looking at is just over 3,600 square foot, and that big boy way back there, just over 4,800 square foot. So almost a 5,000 square foot home. So let's take a look. All right, walking up to the 3,600 square foot, you got your 2-car garage on this side, 1-car garage. This is the beautiful front door. Can you see that? Bam. Hopefully you can get a little bit of space idea as I'm walking up. It's definitely very echoey. Oh, I love those doors. Man, those doors are so nice. And sorry about my squeaky shoes. I either have clackety shoes or squeaky shoes. So starting off, we got a hallway. So is that our first bathroom? Good option if it is. Dual vanity. All these ceilings are going to be high because this is a custom build. And custom builders know what you want, right? Like I mentioned before, every closet's going to be big. And this one is only, I believe it's 36, 34. I don't know, I'll have that number with the floor plan on the screen. Okay, this second room, our third room, I lost track. They have the bathroom too. If you looked in the mirror and you're like, wow, Kyler, you are sweaty. Yeah, it's summer starting early today. It's also humid because it's supposed to rain. So there's Texas, hot and wet sometimes, but you gotta work through it. I made it into the next closest bathroom to the front door, and you tell me what you think. Is this a cool feeling with the wallpaper, or is it a little much? I'm torn. I think with all the colors, it's kind of relaxing, actually. Not too gaudy, I think is the word, but not boring. Definitely a good balance. Got a closet right across. And then check out this giant opening. And those aren't windows. Those are doors. Beautiful custom tile all the way up to the vaulted ceiling. Love that. Nice built-in over there. Once again, these are doors. Let's see if I can open one of them. Oh, that's so nice, you gotta do it twice. Oh. To your beautiful backyard with just trees behind you. Giant patio. That's what I love about this community. Just trees and land everywhere. Hey, you have the flying bugs, but that's Texas. Going over to that barn door area. What do you think of these chandeliers? Remind me of, if you know those daddy long leg spiders. I don't know, maybe more of an octopus, but. Ooh, I don't want to step in there because I don't know if you see those beautiful vacuum lines, but I love that. That's a proper media room. Here, I'll shut it just a little bit so it gets dark. Yeah, that'd be nice. Very, very nice. Speakers all in the ceiling, pre-wired, above and beyond touch that custom homes can do. You got your showroom quality kitchen. I love the color choices they went with here. Some dark, modern, but still a little bit of farmhouse. We got wood on the vent. Pretty good options here. A little bit of wood accent over there. Now this isn't a channel all about design. We are talking about homes, but these are just some of the things you can do with a custom builder. Always love a sink with windows. And we got a black farmhouse sink. It's nice. Another little prep area. Maybe this is where you put the punch bowl or the appliances that don't match all your other appliances. That's what I would do. And no small pantry here. Love that. I think we skipped a spot over here. Oh yeah, the garages. Everything's just nice and open. Oh, I love that brick pattern there. Got a closet in your laundry. This is your entrance to the garage. So it's split up, 2-car right here, and then the 1-car on that side. Still pretty deep, and that's gonna be your attic access. Single-story homes, once you get past 2,500, you get into the really luxury feeling. And this one is 3,600, single story. So perfect place to retire, or if you just have a large family and don't feel like going up and downstairs, this is a good option. So this is a study. I only call it a study because there is no closet. If you want your study to be close to your master bedroom, it's an interesting option there. Love the windows up there, letting in natural light, but also giving you just wall space. I know that's important to some people trying to figure out just where to put their furniture. Now you're not blocking any windows. Man, there's me. I don't know if you can see in the mirror, but behind me is a great feature, and that is a giant shower. If that doesn't look like a throne, Man. And then to the left, you have her first closet, third rack up there. And then to the right, and this is probably her primary. It's got the mirror, you know. Still has the racks up top. I think we have seen every inch of this house. So now moving on to the even bigger one, getting my steps in today. And then once we have gone through what the houses look like, I'll break down pricing. There's a interesting feature with custom home builds that I'll have to share with you. Nothing too crazy or something to be worried about, but just kind of how they operate. So stick around and I will give you the facts and figures. All right, let's count the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 steps. That's a big main area. This house is massive. Almost 5,000 square foot. 1 car, 2 car, another 1 car. Let's check out the front here. It's beautiful landscaping. I'm sure you can do something similar at your house. Man, can't even get it all in one frame. Giant double doors. This one has your traditional rectangle shaped doors, still double door. It's nice. Got to put in the code. You can't see that. Alrighty. Right away, we are greeted with bubbles. All right, enough of that. Well, that's a cool entry. All right, right off the side, you got even bigger bubbles. Okay, I'll stop. This is your office, but it has a closet. So somebody could stay here. But once again, that's just an upgrade that you get when you do custom. Even your offices are livable. Alrighty, so right by the front door, you have another deep closet. I say deep for a hall closet. That's huge. What's behind door number 1? We got a bedroom. Nice single vanity here. Closed in big closet, I'd say. Sorry, I thought that would be the toilet. That makes sense. This is the toilet. Ah, this is a S-shaped Jack and Jill. So you got 2 bedrooms right off the front that share that bathroom. Man, these 8-foot doors, I love them every time. Now you have a floor plan in the corner that you're following along with. I don't. I am just trying not to get lost in this giant house. All right, here's bedroom number 3. Decent sized closet. I don't know why I'm leaving the lights off. That's the dad in me that likes to save energy. Oh, we got a hidden bathroom. Ah, so this is favorite kid, or just whoever draws the not short straw. I don't know what the short straw is bad usually, but whoever gets the big side of the wishbone, I don't know. I give up. All right, back down the hallway. Man, it's massive, built-in, interesting looking tile. That's kind of cool. It's like a mosaic tile chandelier that I almost want to run a train around, like one of those toy trains, you know what I'm talking about? Man, can't wait to go out there, check out that patio. All right, what is to the left of the fireplace? We have wallpaper room, or garden area, gym maybe? Or if you turn that front room into a bedroom, that's an office. I don't know. I believe this is gonna be the master. We got different bubbles going on there. I don't know what the bubble thing's about. It's a little too modern for me, but whatever. You got his sink, still decent size. Her sink and storage, very proportional. Walk-in shower. That's a cool tile design. What do you think of that? Interesting. Good little bench there. And we got the toilet. Nice big closet. Very tall closet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 steps in this giant closet. Built-in dresser on both sides. This is fancy. Highfalutin. Does that apply? And then you come out into your serene, peaceful bathroom. I gotta use my radio voice to lull you into a sense of calm. Once again, bubbles, high ceiling, beautiful backyard. On to the other half of the house, because this is a giant house. Now, tell me in the comments what you think about the island in portrait mode. I don't think that's the right way, but we got a long island because this is a long space versus kind of giving more space here. So where would you put that space? Would you have this buffet style? Or would you have it starting here and just be a little bit less storage, but more open area? I don't know, you tell me. I don't think there's a wrong way to do that. Gosh, monogram. That is too fancy for me. I don't even know what that is. And then, if you love cooking, check that out. I could just be here all day. Check out this oven. The doors go together. Oh, that's so satisfying, that close. All right, so to the side of the kitchen is gonna be your mudroom area. And that's most likely the garage, so we'll come back into that. This is kind of a second pantry. You can use it that way, or laundry. If you don't need all these cabinets, one idea I've seen is a cool dog wash area coming in from the garage. So let's take a look. Here is the 1 and 2 car section. Remember, this is a 4-car garage. There's your attic access, and this is your hot water heater access. It's nice. Even the garage door is 8 foot. Now how do we get, oh yeah, we didn't go this way. See, told you, this is a maze. Whoa, fancy. Oh, this is the pretty pantry. So this is where you show off all your nice things, because this is the see-through door, see-through window door. And this must be the garage you bring all the groceries through. That makes sense, right? Do you need a special garage for that? Ooh, this one smells like paint. Well, probably because there's lots of paint. This one also has another door back here. Okay, before I get lost, where are we? Let me go back to the kitchen just to bring you guys into this area. This is really cool. So we just walked this way, so let's do it again. That was the garage for the single garage. This is additional storage, maybe mop and broom type stuff. So much storage in this house. All right, on to the back corner. This is definitely the entertainment section. Another fancy wallpaper with, I think that's another wallpaper back there, but it's a cool look. Do you like these bowl sinks? I know they're getting more popular. As you saw in the other models, the barn door in the media room. This is one of their standard features. And there are a lot of standard features. Ooh, I love these lights. And then all your equipment, tons of storage there. And this room is definitely more insulated with wired for lights and speakers. That's awesome. Now, the room outside of the media room has this little wet bar. Isn't that fun? Like I said, this is definitely the entertainment area, as there is huge access to that patio, which we'll go out to later. And these lights are still sort of like bubbles, just droopy. Promise, I'm not trying to just make fun of all the light fixtures, but there's so many. Here is, I don't know, pantry number 4. You can store everything here. Here's another closet. And who's gonna be staying back here? Probably a guest. This is a little bit smaller. So this is whoever parties too hard and can't make it too far to a bed. Although, guys, this is a nice neighborhood, so keep it down. You can tell I'm a dad and don't actually party much, but I can have a good time, you know? Sorry, we're not talking about me. Let's look at the house. That was the door to the 1-car garage. And so we saw all 4 cars worth of garages. Let's see if this is unlocked here. Oh, that slides nicely. So you have this entertainment area here. You can open up both sides. So when the weather is nice for those 4 weekends out of the year, okay, I'm being a little rough. If you dress accordingly, you could probably get 7 to 9 weekends of hangout time. But yeah, just imagine that open and that open. You got your giant kitchen over there. You got your wet bar over here. You can do a great party, I think. You still have your giant backyard. To trees. Like, look at all this land. It's just huge. And then you have additional patio space right there with beautiful ceiling. Love those beams. Took us a little while, but we have seen the almost 5,000 square foot house. Now, let's go take a look at the numbers, the facts and figures, and I want to explain a little bit how pricing and mortgage and some of that works with custom builders. So let's go. So sadly, some of these trees will be gone. These are going to be home sites. I'll show you a little bit there on the map. What I also wanted to point out is there's going to be a line. So it's an imaginary line right now, right here, essentially, where that side's Plano, that side's Wylie. And it's going to go all the way back behind me as well. Now I'm in Wylie, now I'm in Plano. Wylie, Plano. I am back in the 3,600 square foot. I know I said I'd do facts and figures at the model, but today's a busy day. People are moving in. These lots are getting snatched up. People want to be living here, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign for you. So wanted to go over the facts and figures. Now, since this is a custom builder, there's not a ton of specific figures, but I can tell you just kind of how that works. It's a little bit different. What I mean by that is there's no inventory homes at this price you can move in right now. So instead of your 6 to 8 months that we usually see in our builders, these are 12 to 15 months, but really all custom. And so the way they give their pricing is they have set features that we saw in the model. And so those are gonna be at $195 per square foot. And so on top of that is the lot premium. Some of these lots, the biggest one, 13 acres. I would show you in person. Right now it's all trees. So that one is definitely coming later. That one's 850,000. They definitely go down from there. So if you add in the price per square foot times whatever your square foot ends up being once your house is built out, plus that lot premium, that's what you're looking at. Now, there are some things I can give you here on this paperwork. The minimum square feet in this community is 3,500. The tax rate for Wylie ISD is 1.7. The tax rate for Plano ISD is 1.57. And I'll show you here on the screen just where that line is, kind of deciding where you live based on that tax rate. If your house is mostly, or your land is mostly in one or the other, that's probably what you'll be. They are open enrollment, so you can pay an additional fee typically and switch ISDs if it does end up being an issue. But if you're right on that line, you'll probably be fine either way. The HOA here is $767, and that is annually, so pretty low there. Now, I could go through all of the custom features they do for you. As you can tell, there are 2 pages of just standard features. So I'm not gonna go through all of them. That would be a very boring video, but they definitely pay attention to detail and love to throw in the things that people actually want and actually like, but they are custom. So if there's anything you want to change or add, they will do that for you. And so kind of the way custom homes work is a construction loan that they build off of. So you apply for the construction loan. There's a couple different ways of going about it depending on how you feel about the rates, and we can definitely talk about that with the sales team here or a lender. But essentially what it is you are getting a construction loan, and then the builder, as they're building, uses that sort of as a line of credit. And so you're taking out of that total amount that you have that loan for, and all you're doing is paying interest on the part that they take out each time. And then once it comes time to move in, you get that closing date, property in hand date as we call it. That's when it switches to the traditional mortgage that you have set up with your lender. And if you need help with any of that, we have lenders. We have just a couple people that we'd love to send people to that do a great job. And so that can get a little confusing, but it really is not too scary of a process. And like I said, we can walk you through how all that works. So yeah, if you're looking for a beautiful custom home on land in a great neighborhood in a fantastic area, I definitely think you should consider Enchanted Creek here in Lucas. And the builder that we have here is Our Country Homes. And if I can help you in any way, I'd love to represent your family as a realtor. But even if you just have questions, I'd love to be that resource for your family. Please call or text the number here, and I can set up a time to talk with you guys one-on-one and get a game plan together and get you into a new home.